Trea Turner comes up huge for the Phillies as they take game one of this three-game series from Chicago. Welcome back to the Phillies Fan Podcast here on Big Fan Sports. I'm your host, Jaden Harper. And again, before we get started with this recap of game one of the series, I do want to remind you I will be live tomorrow during game two of the series, 8:05 Eastern Time. Zach Wheeler against Shota Imanaga should be a good one. So make sure to check that out right here on Big Fan Sports. But for today's game, man, what a game for Trea Turner. The Phillies win 6-4. Michael Mercado gets his first MLB win. Hayden Wesneski gets the loss for the Cubs. And Jeff Hoffman had to come in and get the save for the Phillies. But Trea Turner came up absolutely clutch for the Phillies in this one. A 2-home run game, a multi-home run game for Trea. 4 RBIs. Coming off of his big game on his birthday on Sunday, comes through again here. He had 3 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs, 4th and 5th home runs on the season, and he's well on his way. If he could, get the votes still to be an all-star this season in the National League, if you keep voting Phillies and keep voting Trea Turner, the Phillies will have Trea in the all-star game starting at shortstop. And man, he looked like somebody who should be starting at shortstop tonight. It's one of his best performances on the season. It's probably one of his best performances as a Philly since he's gotten here last year. So big for Trea to come through for the second straight day and really lift the Phillies to a victory. He wasn't the only one today, as Michael Mercado got his first major league victory on the mound. 5 innings, allowing 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Again, 1 run in 5 innings. And his first major league win of his career, his ERA goes up to a 1.50, but that is really good. What a very impressive for Mercado. Obviously, only went 5 innings. Hopefully, in the future, that goes up more. But in his first major league start, that is really, really impressive. It was a strong outing when the Phillies needed it. Obviously, Ranger didn't have his best outing of the season on Sunday. Nola didn't have his best outing on Saturday. Wheeler did not have his best outing. He had a solid outing on Thursday. So when you come back here on Tuesday, and you get a really solid outing out of Mercado, don't have to really use the bullpen that much, and you get everybody ready for Wheeler tomorrow. It's big for the Phillies to be able to do that and to have the depth already. You have Spencer Turnbull, who has a sub-3 ERA on the IL. You have Taijuan Walker, who has shown at points that he could be a very solid starting pitcher. So you take that all into consideration. Right now, when everybody's healthy, the Phillies have at least 7 starters on the major league roster who could give you 5 solid innings any given day. So that's big for Michael Mercado going out there and getting a big outing and big win for the Phillies in game 1 against Chicago. Garrett Stubbs got the hitting going for the Phillies with a 2-run double, in the second inning. And it's back-to-back games now for the Chiefs 5 officer with an RBI, had a home run on Saturday, had a double today, and it's showing that he could still be that hitter he was in 2022 when he had a plus 800 OPS in his first season with the Phillies. He hit 5 home runs, and it shows that he is a very solid hitter. He's a solid catcher as well. Obviously, the Phillies had 3 complete games this season. 2 of them have been caught by Garrett Stubbs, so it just goes on to show how solid of a catcher he really is. The Phillies fans give him a lot of hate because he isn't as strong behind the plate as others, as Marchand, because Marchand has the pop. But Garrett Stubbs has been really, really solid for the Phillies this season. And he's going on. He's probably going to keep his role as the backup catcher here when JT comes back, and it's going to be Marchand sent down. That's how solid Garrett Stubbs has been. He's been huge for this team this season. So again, the Phillies go on for game 2 tomorrow. They look to secure the series victory. I will be live at 8:05 Eastern Time. Zach Wheeler against Shota Imanaga should be a really, really good matchup. So make sure to tune in for that. I'll also be ready back here for the game preview tomorrow afternoon. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you for watching this episode of the Phillies Fan Podcast, and I'll see you in the next one.